All right. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We're so excited to see so many faces here interested in teacher training.
Staff and myself included, and as well as hopefully all of you who choose to take on this venture. So yeah, we're here to answer any questions that you have, and excited to meet you.
And hi, everyone. I am so excited to see so many people interested in becoming teachers because it really is a calling. And again, my name is Julie. I didn't introduce myself yet. I'm Julie, and I'm the lead faculty for the strength modalities at the Foundry. And so I will be leading the Pilates teacher training this summer. And I've followed my calling a few decades ago to be in this industry, and I've never regretted it. I love helping people just find themselves through movement, and it's a great experience just to be on that side to help people just find more optimal versions of themselves. So Pilates is my passion. It's like fundamentally rooted in me. And I just absolutely love how it complements all the other modalities that the Foundry has. So, whatever modality you're starting out in, you may find yourself, well, now I want to teach bar or now I want to teach flow. And that's pretty typical. Pilates is, a great foundational tool. And I am so excited to just again be out in California, hoping that we can get some Arizona people out there, right, Gigi? I see you, and just really look forward to this summer and just helping you become the teachers that you want to be.
Thank you all so much. I don't see if there's another faculty member on here, you're just not on camera. So feel free to hop in later if you can hear us. But those are some of our fabulous faculty. Between just the five of us that introduced ourselves, we have I think over 150 years of experience in terms of practice, which is or the six of us that introduced ourselves, which is crazy to think about. But we've been at it a long time. We started when we were born, and we've been continuing over the years. Todd, when you were talking, I was like, oh, we're celebrating 20 years as the Foundry this year and 10 years of teacher training. Like that's so fun that they're on the same site, same kind of cycle. But uh, I did my teacher training with Bikram in 2005, and then I went back to teacher trainings that there used to be twice a year. I went back twice a year for many, many years before we started our own teacher training here at the Foundry. And it's one of the most favorite things that my most favorite things I get to do. I love working with people who want to become teachers, or even if you're not like, I don't want to teach in front of people, but I just want to know more and learn more. Training is still a really great place for that. And I am so passionate about all of our hot practices that we offer and the impact that we get to make in the world. And I feel like those of you who are on this call who even had that like little glimmer of a calling, where you want to learn more, and maybe you're like, I just want to do something where I get to like help people feel the way that I feel in a hot class. I just love being around y'all. So we're very excited for this to launch in. I did just see a comment pop up about Arizona teacher training. So yes, for those of you who are wondering, this year is going to be in Thousand Oaks, and we are just offering the 26 and 2, the flow and Pilates trainings. Um, I will say we will have a bar training that is only for certified teachers in the fall. So there is that, if like the bar was your thing, if you want to do Pilates and double up, like you can kind of put that in your back of mind. And then for 2027, we will be back in Arizona. So that being said, what Nikki said stands true. Like if you're kind of like on the fence, there is something, if you're from Arizona and like, kind of like waiting about that California thing, there's something really special about going out of state. And I do think that like the group of you that go from Arizona together, I already sense that there will be like I had met some of my best friends during my teacher training, and that kind of like traveling together and sorting it out adds an element of that. I know that Nikki met some of her best friends at her teacher training in Acapulco that live in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. So it is a really special thing to get to do. And just know, like, even if we are doing it in Arizona, you still have to go to Flagstaff for the intensive week. So there is still an element of travel no matter where you live, right? Like if you're in Phoenix, you got to go Flagstaff. If you're in Flag, you got to go to Phoenix for the opening weekend. So there's always a little element of travel involved. But for this year, Thousand Oaks, and for like I did my training in LA, and so Thousand Oaks is not LA, but it's in California. And so it is like it's like very nostalgic for me to be going back. Our teacher trainings, we have three in-person meetings. So we have opening weekend, and that is when all of the modalities will be together, and that's going to be June 12th through the 14th. All of the in-person is mandatory. So we do require that you are there for opening and closing weekend, as well as your immersion weeks. So Pilates has an immersion, uh, and we will overlap a little bit this year, which is fun. So is it 4 days, Julie?
Yeah, we're
3 days.
going Friday, July 17th to Sunday, July 19th for the immersion during the summer.
Perfect. And then for the yogas, the immersion is Saturday to Saturday, July 18th through the 25th. And then graduation weekend, we're all back together again, and that's August 21st through the 23rd. So these dates are listed on the website, and the in-person are required for you to be there. So we work together a lot in opening weekend. There's also some leadership and self-reflection, self-development work that we do throughout. So it's not just the modality training. So I just want you to know that up front that we do um, some different pieces that we think are important that like we value at the Foundry in terms of leadership and transformation. And then we very much jump into to the teaching element of it. It is very um like you're for the 26 and 2, we still have a dialogue and we do expect memorization of that dialogue. For the other modalities, you will be like getting up in front of people and talking right away. And I do think that's one of the things that sets our trainings apart is you get this experience of what it's like to teach. And then there is a lot of outside work of that is part of our training as well. So there's homework that you need to do with each uh, exercise or each posture and practice teaching that you do outside of the times that are given. So for Pilates, you're meeting once a week on Zoom and you can do that from anywhere. And then for the yoga, we meet twice a week. Tuesdays for flow and Saturdays for both yoga and Wednesdays for the 26 and 2. So, Nikki, is there anything else that you want to add before we?
Nope. Good.
Okay. Did I forget to mention anything? The Thousand Oaks studio is beautiful. It's set up really great. We've got a great, beautiful room for us to be doing our work together in. Yeah, we're really looking forward to that piece.
Their
So,
studio
and
is massive. Like
massive. It's massive.
Brandon rented a whole complex. He has so they have two huge hot rooms and a non-heated third studio and a locker room and a huge lobby. And so there's a lot of space. The really beautiful thing about Thousand Oaks, one of my favorite parts, I've gone many times to Thousand Oaks, is there are two hotels in the parking lot of the studio, and so you can just get an Uber from the airport and then you can just walk back and forth. One of the hotels has a Starbucks in it, and then there's like a sushi place, and there's In and Out within walking distance, and there's all kinds of places to eat right like walking distance. So I love it. I never have a car when I'm there. I mean, Brandon drives me around a little bit, but mostly I just walk back and forth, and it like you feel like you're like at yoga school when you're there, and it's just so great. So I mean, Thousand Oaks Studio is like one of my favorite of all time, and so I'm just so excited for you guys to get to hang there for weekends at a time. Yeah. And
So
we got a great room rate. Oh, sorry, Nicole. We got a great room rate. We can send that to you guys like after you, if you want the rate, we can also drop it in the chat. But Brandon worked out a great room rate with they're both a Marriott, right, Brandon? They're both Marriott hotels. One's like a courtyard and one's more of like the town suites where it has like a kitchen in it. But he got a great rate for those for all of our trainees. And so there's a great discounted rate that you'll be able to get when you're staying. We can also create like a group thing where you guys, if you want to find a roommate to like get two queen beds and split the cost when you don't know anyone going, we can help you guys pair off if you want to. That was in my training. We were paired off with a random roommate. We lived together for 9 weeks. That was intense. But it was also great. I still talk to my roommate from 18 years ago. But yeah, we can help you guys if to help keep the cost down for people who have to travel. Those hotels do offer two queen beds in the room. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're here to answer like this call is like that. It's informational. Like if you have specific questions, whether they're logistical or about content or anything like that, that is what we're here for. So if you want to raise your hand or you can drop it in the chat, whichever you prefer, we can take any questions that you might have. Oh, go ahead, Julie.
Can I ask a question of everyone? Who here is interested in the Pilates training? Like either like in the chat box, say me or raise your hand. Just kind of want to get an idea. Okay, cool. Thanks, Christy, Emily. I just see Brady. Awesome. Awesome. Please thumbs up. Thank you, Chadwick.
And then if you're interested in the yoga, can you just type in like 26 and 2 or flow, whichever one you're interested in? Cool. Ooh, and then just because I'm really curious, can you guys also just drop in where you're from? Which studio? What's your home studio? Okay, I love all of this.
Cool.
So cool. Julie, did you have more questions? That's a good one. Glad we did that.
No, I'm good. I just wanted to see who was interested in the Pilates training, and also just let you know too that our Pilates training is mat training only. There's a distinction between the equipment and mat. So it is 100 hours mat training, which is aligned with the industry standards. So you get the full training globally or nationally recognized, and it does set you up actually for the global certification. So what I think really makes our training special is that you not only learn traditional classical Pilates exercises that you teach on the mat, but you also learn contemporary versions as well as the Foundry signature class, because we have our own sequence in the Foundry, which is specifically designed for a hot room. And so you get to learn all of it, which is great. Not all Pilates trainings give you everything. So you can take this. We'd love for you to teach for the Foundry, assuming we have space. So we would love to take all of our great teachers in. But this is something that, a certification that will uphold to the Pilates industry standards through the Pilates Method Alliance and the National Certification for Pilates Teachers. So pretty robust. Be ready to learn and work. Absolutely.
Thank you, Julie. And same for the yoga. You'll basically get two certifications, right? For each training, you'll get your Foundry certification, and then you'll have your national certification for Pilates. And then through the yoga for both modalities, you'll earn your 200 level Yoga Alliance certification as well. Good. Any other? I saw somebody's hand was up and then disappeared. Any other questions? I see the place. Yes. So we dropped in the chat the cost for the training, and then the first day, like the sign up on, Nikki, what day? I just lost our day.
I think isn't it the 18th, March 18th?
Okay, so registration opens on March 18th, and that day only, all the trainings are 15% off. So if you sign up on that day, that is when we that is when that discount is available, and it's good for first day only. So that's why we like to do this call kind of in advance. So you have a lot of time to think about it, work out logistics, and ask any questions that you might have. So you're set up for that day.
I have a question. I apologize. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. It's
Yes.
Maria, right?
Okay, awesome. Yes. So the Pilates training overall is 100 hours. And I'm sorry, I just need clarification. 100 hours like training with someone, listening, doing classes, and then in addition to we have to conduct classes or shadowing. Could you go a little deeper into that?
Yes, that's a great question, Maria. So the standardization is 100 hours complete training, and that includes lecture time, that includes observing classes, it includes you taking classes. I think there's like 20 classes or so that you'll need to actually take as a student and 20 classes to observe. And then that includes actual practice teaching time where you are up there spending time teaching a class. So that encompasses the whole 100 hours. But then, however, with the Foundry, there is an additional 20 hours, which Nicole was speaking to about our leadership and personal development in addition to that.
And are those classes that are already paid for when we're doing the certification, or is it an additional cost of the class? The reason why I'm asking is because I don't have like a yearly membership or anything like that, so I was curious as to like, would that be already included or not?
Well, I think I'm going to divert to Nikki or Nicole because sometimes we have a students who don't have a membership, but we allow them to take classes, or if there's some kind of a discount for membership or taking classes at all for trainees.
Go ahead, Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you, during your training, from basically you'll get 3 months of 25% off of a membership. So if you're not on a membership, you can jump on or you can buy a class card. It shows on there how many classes you'll have to complete at at a foundry during that. Or if you live out of state, meaning out of Arizona or California or not near a foundry, you can get approved to practice at a different studio. Like we've had trainees from Colorado and from different states that, practice 26 and 2, like at a studio that offers traditional 26 and 2, and those classes count. So we can work with you if you don't normally go to a foundry, but if you're wanting to practice during training, you will get a discount on membership during training. Yes.
Yeah, and I do want to add too that we do have classes during training where you'll be able to mark off some of those hours. We also have some on-demand like video classes that you'll be taking with me and also my partner, Jess, who also is part of the faculty, where you have access to those videos as well. So we don't leave you hanging. Like we do make sure that you can fulfill all those hours.
The breakdown, just because I have it in front of me, it's for Pilates, it's 75 hours in person, 22 hours online and research, and then 23 practice and observation hours.
You'll get a.
Do we have, excuse me, do we have any APA papers that we need to write?
Nope. I like it, William. I like it. No, you do not. But
Okay.
we do have a beautiful manual that you will all get for your specific training. And in the back, if you go to the Foundry, we love a challenge. And so we have gamified teacher training. And there's a page on the back that has like all of your classes you need to take and all of your homeworks, and you get to put a sticker on every time you finish them. So it is very laid out and structured for you. Once you're in, you will know very clearly what you need to do to complete everything. So same thing like what you're saying, like what about the research part of online? It's research, meaning you're talking to fellow trainees, other students, probably your family, especially if you have someone that lives in your house, they will become your research and you will teach them a pose or exercise, and then you'll ask them, how did that feel? What hurt? What felt good? And that's literally your research throughout training is you're learning and understanding how the poses affect people's bodies, different people's bodies. So it's not like research like an APA exam letter, like William said.
Awesome, because I'm
It's
kind
not.
of burnt out from that stuff.
No, no, no. It's very, very like applicable, real stuff. You will learn things
Yes.
like anatomy. So there is a bit of like that, but it's not like you have to take this anatomy test. And if you don't pass, you fail that. Like we don't, but you will learn anatomy because you do need to understand the body to teach. I've also been teaching 18 years, and sometimes someone will say a body part, and I'm like, what's that? So we're not expecting you to be doctors by the end of this. Like, we will stay in our lanes and we will learn the appropriate amount to teach physical practice. So,
Sweet.
really quick, I just want to answer. Lauren said, should we be concerned about spots filling up for the Pilates on opening day? I will say the past 3 years we have sold out on opening day for Pilates specifically. So, if you're
Yes.
going for Pilates, it's sold out on the first day, but the past 3 years. So I would register on the first day if you know you want to do Pilates for sure. And the yogas, 1 year the 26 and 2 sold out on the first day, but there's been a little bit more spots, but why not sign up on that first day and get 15% off, you know? Any other questions? You can unmute yourself or type it in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki, and Nicole and
Yeah,
everyone.
I saw you on the sign up. I was like, oh my gosh, Katinka, where are
Yeah.
you?
Oh, it's so good to see you all. I do have a couple of questions. Just pivoting off of the last question. How many are in a class, did you say? And I missed it, roughly like 26 and 2.
We have like a overall studio max, and then we have like a per modality. So like they don't line up
I
exactly.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 30 people per modality, but I don't know what's our total that we can host, Brandon.
Yeah, I think it was 30 per, but yeah, as you said, sometimes we split it depending on the demand for each one.
I was just trying to get a sense of the size
Yeah.
class, so that's really helpful. But did I read somewhere that there is a prerequisite of a certain number of classes or hours before you can, and so some of this maybe I can take offline with you, but I don't currently practice Bikram or 26 and 2 because of where I live. But I'm just curious I did my whatever number of hours a few years ago. So
Yes, we can work something out with you, Katinka. Like you have to, yes, you have to have practice, but you have a long standing 26 and 2 practice, and you just don't have 26 and 2 where you live. So that's totally fine. But for you to get your minimums and stuff, we're gonna have to work something out. So, but we will work with you for sure.
awesome. I was more interested in did I have to have a certain number going in? I think I probably have, but they're stale hours, but we
Yeah.
can work through that. Cool. Thank
We do say at least 20 classes before training. That's just because people get really excited. Like there's people who love class, like, and they're like after class 5, they're like, I'm gonna be a teacher. And we're like, take a few more classes. Because honestly, it's just easier if you've done a lot of classes. Like it's in your brain. Like especially 26 and 2, the more you practice, but even Pilates and flow, it's like the more you've done your modality, it will make training easier. That being said, we've had people who are only 6 months into practice and go through training and totally rock it. But the more seasoned you've had, the more experience, which even now it's like, if you know you're going to do this, you're going all in on it, you have till June. It's like, especially if you're going to sign up for it, like start practicing that modality as much as you can because it will help your training experience so much if you can practice your modality a lot leading up to training.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I see some questions in the chat. Just want to get back to them. Are there any scholarships available? Yes, we are actually doing a fundraiser this Sunday for Foundry Soul scholarships, and so there is an application online. I can
I'll drop it.
and we do award depending on how much money is available, we award scholarships based on that. But it's going to be at least one scholarship per modality, if not more than that. And we will let you all know scholarships are due on March 6th so that we can get you guys information so you know whether or not you receive the scholarship. So if you do want to sign up on that first day, you will have time for that.
There was also this question may have been answered about the Pilates, but I'm not sure. It was a question about what research is being done during the Zoom session specifically for Pilates.
Oh, for Pilates, the research. So the research questions, like there's research that you have to turn in, though, and this is true for all the modalities. It's what Nikki was talking about, where you're talking to people, right? And so it does a lot of things. It helps you like teachers tend to teach through the lens of their own practice, like your own body, your own limitations, your own strengths. And so by talking to other people, you're getting like a more well-rounded view of it. And then the Zoom sessions, you're going to be breaking down different exercises or poses or actually teaching them live on the Zoom. So those are what those pieces can look like. And then I didn't see that question, Todd. Did I
It was
answer
just a
it?
little bit up. Yeah.
And then Nikki, they're asking, is there a specific time teacher training will open?
9 a.m. Arizona time.
9 a.m. Arizona time.
And then you see this bar one.
And then the bar one. Yes. So training is going to be in the fall. We haven't landed like a totally firm date, but as soon as we will. But yes, you have to be a certified teacher. So if you do the Pilates training and graduate, you will be eligible for the bar training in the fall. Yes. Do you just sign up on the app when it opens? Yes, you can sign up through the app. It's same place, same circle that you signed up for the Zoom call in. Correct. So it's the same teacher training box is the place that signups will be. And plus we'll announce it, right? You'll
It'll
have
go in an
links.
email and it'll be on the website too. Yep.
You're welcome. Any other questions that you all have that we can answer? Anything else you want to know about any of the faculty?
I just had a quick question. When the bar training in the fall starts, I don't know if you'll be able to tell me this, but would it be an Arizona training or is it going to be out of state?
It's going to be also in California.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, it's a weekend training. It's a 2-day, and it will
Okay,
also be in California.
awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not guaranteed, but we do these like the bar training will only be for certified teachers in the fall. We do it periodically throughout the year once you're a certified teacher. Like we actually have a bar training in Arizona this weekend for current teachers only. So we do, as there's demand, we will do like a smaller one off, but you have to be a teacher first. So these
Because they are so condensed, the 2-day ones are very
yeah, it's
condensed.
like we're not teaching you how to teach, we're just teaching you the modality very fast. So, yeah. Uh-huh.
We get certified in Pilates through another studio. Can we still attend the bar training? If you are currently working at a Foundry studio, you would be able to do it, but we keep it. These are more in-house style trainings. You could talk to your studio manager, yeah, about it.
Question came up, is the first day discount available when doing a payment plan? Yes. So you'll pay the deposit, which is 1,000, and then the 15% will be deducted off of the rest of your payments. Well, it will be taken off the full amount, but it will be worked into your payment plan payments. But you'll have to pay the full 1,000 on March 18th, the deposit.
What hours are you at the studio for the 26th and 2? The whole day. Just plan for your whole life to be taken over for that whole. But it's roughly 8 to 8, but that is good. Variable, might change, could be longer, could be shorter. Yeah. Take him.
Hey guys, sorry I was on mute and I'm also in the car. Good to see you. Thank you for the information. So this question is more specifically for Julie, because I did the the intensive weekend last year, when Julie came out. So now I'm interested in like getting the whole, the whole certification. So how does that work, since I already did that intense weekend?
Yeah, hey Tay. I'm so excited you're
Hi.
thinking about doing a little more Pilates training. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so if you did attend a Foundry previous one of our like, you know, we call them the fast track Pilates training, uh, we we did decide that you will receive a tuition credit. So whatever you paid for that training will be applied to this tuition. And you will want to attend all of the hours. So unfortunately, you don't get a hour for hour credit, but you will be submersed into the entire training now so that you can become a full-fledged certified industry standard Pilates teacher. So you'll still want to attend the Zoom sessions, the intensive weekend that we have in July with everyone else.
Okay, great. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Love it. And then this question about arriving early, I love it. It's totally up to you. I do like we start at 9 a.m. on Friday morning for the for both opening and closing weekends. So I do, if you can arrive the night before, it is a little bit of a nicer transition. And that way you don't, because it is a little bit of a travel from the airport if you are flying in or if you're driving. So that would be my recommendation to come a day before, but you don't necessarily need to be there 2 days before unless that really helps your brain settle in. And then the total cost is just for the training. Lodging and food are separate costs. And Nikki provided the payment plan info. Any other questions you all have?
I have one.
Yes.
So, is it a 200-hour nationally accredited yoga teacher training and a hot yoga certification as well?
We're not, it is a hot yoga certification through the Foundry, and then it is for like through the Yoga Alliance, it's a hot yoga certification, but we're not there is a original hot yoga OHY Ohio. Yeah, we're not certified through them currently. I mean, we meet all the requirements, but we don't have the connection with them.
And is that important for other studios?
It depends on your studio. Like in some cases, like it doesn't matter. And some studios it does. So it would be worth checking into your studio. Like if there's a studio that you have in mind that you'd like to teach at, is to talk to them about what their requirements are in terms of a training.
Okay. Thank
Yo
you.
Yoga Alliance is typically well recognized, I would say, at this point. Um, it's good that it's tracked also, like for like Nicole and Nikki and like the training that we used to do, like they would do like 10,000 hours. So it's like a very minimal, like our like anyway, it's my point is it's good that it's standardized, and at the end of the day, like it's just I would say talk, yeah, like Nicole said, talk to the owner or the person in charge of the program that you're interested in and see if there's certain requirements that they're looking for. Like for Foundry, we typically like to hire from our teacher training, which I think most studios typically do as well.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yoga, yes, but as Todd said, Yoga Alliance is a nationally accredited yoga certification.
I see Kaylee's question about the requirements, like how long it typically takes, Pilates certification in particular. So our program is approximately 10 weeks long, give or take. You will complete those hours in those 10 weeks. That is our goal as faculty, is to take you from the very beginning through the whole process. And so on graduation weekend, you are literally graduating. Right? Now, having said that, there are some stragglers who don't get everything done by that date, and that's okay. I personally do keep tabs on my trainees who just have a little loose ends, and we just make sure that you're wrapping it up, like, within a few more weeks, because we want you to be done and out there teaching.
If you are considering the 26 and 2 program, know that it is a very memorization intense requirement. And that's another plus in signing up early is you'll get the dialogue right away so that you can start that memorization process. Yes, in-person graduation is a requirement. All the in-person, so the opening weekend, closing weekend, and the intensives are part of the certification. There's a lot of important information that happens, and also like closure and teaching that happens in that final graduation weekend.
Yeah, it's not just, you don't fly there and we just do like a 1 hour graduation ceremony. You're there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like a full teacher training weekend, and then we graduate on Sunday afternoon. So it is like it's a full weekend again to finish. Alita, you asked about the amount after the 1,000 deposit. It depends. I don't know which one you're doing, so you'd have to just look on the TT pages to figure out the additional beyond the deposit.
I figured it out in the meantime. I just looked on the website. Sorry,
Okay.
that was too easy.
No
Sorry.
worries.
No worries.
If you get stuck, the website, like each piece is kind of highlighted there, but the information is there if you have any like questions around it.
Yep, I just discovered it. Thank you.
No problem.
I had another quick question. For the portions like in the training that are observing classes and taking the classes, are we able to do that at our local studio here, or are those the bits where we have to be in Thousand Oaks?
No, the for observation and practices, you do not need to be you only need to be there for those 3 sections, opening, closing, and the immersion. Everything else you can do locally. And if you're not near a foundry, we will also work with you on those pieces as well. So yes. But if you're in Phoenix and you're at a foundry, those totally count. Yeah.
Yay. Okay, thank
You can
you.
go take Hunter's class like every day of the week.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, and then we do have online, like some video on demand stuff that is available too. Okay. Well, thank you all for being here so much. Any of the faculty, any like last remarks or closing thoughts for our beautiful group? Okay. Well, Brandon owns the Thousand Oaks Studio. He is going to be our host. Anything local, he'll be able to like point us in the right direction. If anything comes up after this call, you're like, oh, I wish I would have asked that. Please reach out to us. We're happy to answer questions. Like we said, for all of us that are on faculty, this is our favorite time of year. We call it teacher training season. We love working with all of you, and our job is just to support you through your journey. You don't have to it's just to take you through each piece. You don't have to be a perfect practitioner in order to be a really excellent teacher. And so like wherever your background is coming from, like those pieces that you offer to your future students is really, really special. So like I said, let us know if you have any questions at all. I hope you have the best weekend, and we'll see you all really soon.